It's in a good spot. We're good. We're ready. What up, Tony?
Tony, you didn't change your name today, Tony. What's up?
There's a weird shadow right here.
We have no, I was literally going to say no chat, and it's like right in front of me.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
I have 1 day left to change your name. I forget. What are the rules?
I don't know. I never changed mine.
Oh, he has to wait another day? What? Ted Lasso's coming back.
Is it going to be like a spin-off? It can't.
It ended, dude.
It ended, yeah. Come on.
Like, it tied everything in a nice bow and threw it out the window.
Don't lie to us, dude. You're just blatantly lying right to our faces.
Nope.
Nope what?
I don't know. Nope, you're not lying?
Nope. You are lying?
Nope, I'm a goat. Goat. Look it up. Oh, no. I mean...
I heard, the guy that plays Ted talking about how it was, like, the end. So it has to be, like, a spin-off thing. Like, with the girl soccer team that they teased at the end. Which, if they do that, it's going to be stupid.
It says, Season 4, Ted Lasso moves closer to reality, but still depends on Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, that's Ted. What do you mean closer? Oh, closer to reality, like closer to becoming.
With options pick up for 3 core cast members. I don't know. I felt like it ended.
It ended. I don't care what comes out. I'm not going to watch it.
It's like too much of a good thing. Like, why not quit while you're ahead?
And it already started getting kind of woke at the end. Like, that last season was getting
too much.
Was pushing it a little bit much.
With Keely.
But it was still fine. It was still fine.
I don't know, dude.
It's so sad.
I know.
They do things like this.
It's like you say you're ending, you end. I have a lot of respect for shows that say they're going to end and they actually end.
I'm just excited about One Piece and the new season.
Xander.
And the fact that they're filming season 2 right now and they're showing us the cast members. We still haven't seen how Chopper is going to be done, though. That's going to be interesting, I think. Because... They're gonna be is he gonna be CG? Is he gonna be like a kid with some prosthetics, which I think is the way to go, and then have his other forms be CG? Because that CG would be very expensive and very difficult, and I don't think Netflix is putting that much money into it. But the actor that plays Luffy, Nyaki, or whatever his name is. I think that's how it is, right? How you say it?
What?
I forgot. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't know his name.
Gnocchi. it's not that, but it sounds like, I think it's Gnocchi or something.
Our week was okay. Not much going on. What about you? Well, a lot going on. Just
Gnocchi.
Iñaki Godoy. Iñaki. What's his nationality?
I was going to say Mexican, but I don't know.
Yeah, Mexican actor.
Okay. I was just like, ooh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't go with a Brazilian actor. I'm going to be honest with you, because I hate the Brazilian accent.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like the Brazilian English accent. I just think it sounds like dumb. Like people with Brazilian accents just sound...
He looks older than he is.
Just sound dumb. Yeah, he's a young boy.
I know,
which is good, because hopefully the show goes on for like 10 seasons, and if it does, that's at least 1 year if they like push everything really fast, you know what I mean? Which it'll probably be more than a year, because realistically it should be coming out at the beginning of...
Is Emily Rudd related to what's-his-face?
Probably not. I don't know. Just because they have a last name? Same last name?
I mean, a lot of actors have, like, kids or something that... I don't see anything.
No to being related, or... I think that this week like went by pretty quickly. We said goodbye to your parents last weekend.
Yeah, that stinks.
I mean, your mom will be back in like a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks, 2 more weeks, I guess now.
The 20th, I think she comes back.
Oh, I thought she said she was gonna be back in like 3 weeks. And your sister's coming with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna stay at Ashley's house.
Probably. I would imagine, yeah.
That's a bummer. For Ashley.
Oh. She'll have people to help take care of the baby.
And her husband.
What?
It's a bummer for both of them.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't want her to stay here.
No comment.
What do you mean? Yeah, so that's really it for our week.
Worked a lot. I worked Sunday. I got to work tomorrow.
Luckily.
Well, I don't have to. I volunteered.
Well, you have to. Because I told you have to.
Really interested to see how the One Piece Netflix show lasts, considering how many arcs there are.
Yeah. I mean, what seems like it's going to happen in this new season, or the next season, is that they're not going to make it possibly. They're not going to do the Alabasta arc. They're going to do everything that leads up to Alabasta. And then I think the next season 3 is going to be Alabasta, which would be crazy. Like, I feel like they need to accelerate things because of actors' ages and stuff. And they're going to have to skip a lot, too. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? They really didn't do a lot in season 1. You think about the little window that they play. Like, it was a lot of episodes, and they did, like, streamline a lot. But when it comes to the overarching, over 1,000 episodes, if you do that, you're still looking at, like, what, 15 years?
That's a lot.
Like, they're going to be, like, in their 40s by...
I feel like one day it's just going to end.
I feel like, yeah.
Will the live action reach the end before the anime?
I don't.
Oh, I hope not.
No, 100% will not.
I hope it does not.
It won't. They have so much content, and as long as people keep watching it or watch it, they'll keep putting money into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about fan base. Like, if there's no fans, then Netflix stops putting money into it. Simple as that. I am excited about the One Piece show. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And I don't know. I kind of like don't mind that. Like, I don't tell people to watch One Piece. I think that if they want to, they can, but I don't care if they don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I don't tell people like, oh my god, this
kind of like Wandering In now.
Yeah, it's like I don't care. Like, I if you don't like it, that's not my problem. It's just like, it's like chocolate, right? Like, people that don't like chocolate or cheese, like your grandpa, like, not my problem. That's more cheese.
You're lost.
That's more cheese for me, Like, I don't mind. Like, it's fine. Just don't ever talk to me again.
Oh my god.
I've never even talked to your grandpa.
Sanderson, not a very lively chat. Yeah. Tony said maybe I'll go back to reading the manga one day.
No, it's okay. You don't do it. It's fine. If you didn't like it, then you didn't like it. You know what I mean? I mean, we took forever to get to like 200 episodes or something like that. You know what I mean? Which is like the first quarter of the series. And yeah, it's some episodes, like, I feel like going back now, I would like them more because, like, I'm more invested now in the characters, and I'd be like, oh, classic Luffy, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. Are both of our microphones on? I bet you one of our microphones is off.
Chocolate and cheese is not a good combination. I can confirm because I've tried it because of Rugrats.
Chocolate cheese.
Chocolate cheese.
It's probably something.
Me and my sisters are like, that must be amazing. They made a jingle out of it in the show.
It's probably some sort of like delicacy somewhere, like some sort of weird thing.
You gatekeeping One Piece is hilarious considering how popular it is. I don't think it's gatekeeping. He just doesn't care to try to force people to like it.
You know how like a normal One Piece fan is like, oh my god, you gotta watch One Piece. Like, you gotta get through. Like, it's the best ever. Like, I don't care. Like, watch it if you want, but like, it doesn't bother me.
If you don't, you're the one missing out.
Like, it does feel like gatekeeping, and it's nice, you know, because like I know so many people that, like all of you guys, nobody here watches it. Like literally, nobody that hangs out with us watches it. Yeah. Does your sister even watch it? No.
No.
She watches a bunch of
She's watched
garbage
parts
anime.
of it, or she watched it a little bit, but she hasn't finished it.
It is one of those anime now that like has either people love it or hate it. Those are your two options. There's nobody that like I kind of like it, you know? Like it's just like, nope, I just gave up on it. It was too much. But it's kind of that same thing with exactly the same thing as Wandering In. Like it's so long, and I love that it's long. Like I'm excited about everything that I have coming up because
I just hope it never ends, and you just like live your life along with Aaron Solstice.
As long as it keeps going and it's good, it continues to be good. That's all that matters.
I'm sore right here.
Oh.
Don't touch it.
Wasn't gonna.
You went. Whoa. My legs hurt.
I was actually itching my lower elbow and my leg elbow, and then I moved my arm around to put it on the table.
Kivox has been making me work out.
Yeah. A whole whopping like once to twice a week.
It's like twice a week.
How many times was it this week?
Twice.
And then you're not going to work out anymore, right?
This week? No.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, it's I hate working out, so it's not very easy for me. I'm definitely a lazy person when it comes to that stuff. You work out 5 times a week. Ugh, I used to have so much motivation with working out. I don't know what happened. Life? No, working out.
I mean, you don't have a lot of motivation, Meek, to do many other things.
I mean,
I have to force you to do anything. I didn't
get to where I was in my like career without motivation.
Yeah, but that's one of those things that you need to do, that you needed to do.
I could bare minimum it.
You couldn't. You couldn't live.
What do you mean?
Can't afford to do anything that you need for your necessities on bare minimums. Think about it.
We do have a home gym.
No, we don't have a home gym. We have some workout stuff that I wouldn't consider it a home gym.
It's not like a gym like you go to the gym, but like, yes, it's a workout area with like equipment that.
Yeah, I don't know. When I think of like a home gym, I think of like a legit like space. You know what I mean? With mats and stuff. And
no,
just like,
it's a basement. We have weights and we have, what's that cage thing you have? That holds your bar.
A power rack, I think. We
have that, and you have like pulley system thing. What is that thing?
Cable machine.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have a leg machine.
I have a bunch of free weights.
And we have a treadmill and a bike.
Yeah. Not a fan of cardio.
Yo, me neither. I just ate a cookie though, so I should probably do some.
Are you gonna?
No.
Dude, you could totally watch
I'm tired.
You could do the same exact thing that you do in bed on the treadmill.
I get kind of dizzy though.
No, you don't.
I do.
You're a liar. That's just an excuse.
I wish I thought cardio was great. I mean, I gotta say, I'm pretty blessed. Not that I really believe in God, but I'm pretty lucky that I have a high metabolism. I must, because for the amount of not working that I do, I really don't gain weight, thank God. Like, I'll gain it slowly over time, but it takes a while for me to like get pudgy enough where I'm like, okay, I need to like work out.
Like, people don't realize that like gaining weight is not an overnight thing either. Like, you don't gain weight overnight. Gaining weight is not as hard as losing weight because it's way more fun. But it takes almost as long to gain weight to be 300 and something pounds. That doesn't happen overnight. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a lifetime goal. Like, that's a lifetime of working.
I think it is easier personally because
it's fun.
Well, no, but I mean, you can intake a lot of calories in one day if you want to.
And you can also not intake the same amount of calories.
I get it.
If you don't want.
But a lot of people, some people can gain weight pretty rapidly if they just way overeat. Like,
again, but it's not a fast Like it happens over the span of a half a year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on how much you're packing on. You know what I mean?
But I don't know. I feel like compared to like my activity level, like I don't really gain weight quickly. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. You don't have to go all out as long as you do something. You feel great afterwards. Now repeat everything you just said during the ad.
During the ad.
So. But yeah, I just wish I had more motivation to work out. I don't. I used to in my 20s. And now
well,
I'm
here's
just
the
like,
problem: is that the way that you act about motivation is that you say things like that, right? Where you're like, I wish I had more motivation. But the only thing that could give you motivation is you. So it's like the fact that you already know that you don't have and you will never have motivation again is true. Because it can only be whatever you say it is. Like you're the one that's doing it. And if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to do it. And if you make up excuses that I don't know what it is. I'm just lazy now. Yes, that is true. You are just lazy now. You used to have energy when you were younger. And that's a fact. When you're younger, you have more energy. That's, and when you get older, it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
So it's just laziness.
I don't like his mustache. He should shave that.
I mean, you don't have to judge people on their mustaches, right? Just because you don't like mustaches. You just don't like mustaches.
He just looks better without one.
But you don't like mustaches. Everybody looks better without a mustache. I mean, you look better without a mustache. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And you don't tell me every day that you don't hear me say that you should shave your mustache every day. Jeez. Right?
Meek, you should shave your mustache.
I did. I shave it every day.
Good boy.
I should grow my beard just to bug you.
No.
All right, you want to call it a day today, extra early, since it's just Tony and Xander, maybe? I don't know if Xander's still
I don't
there.
know what's going on today. No one showed up.
Well, you're like super quiet too. Like
No,
you
I'm
didn't bring
not.
any topics to talk about. Just roll your eyes at me.
Yeah.
Why? Then to say something.
Dinner was a fake chicken
You're
sandwich.
slowly leaving
Tony said he deserves to be a moderator.
You're slowly leaving the thing too.
I don't mean to.
I mean, you can see yourself, right?
Yeah.
In the giant screen right there.
What are we watching?
Well, lately she just wants to watch like stupid shit, like no actual like shows anymore. It's just like what? Cop
Cops
shows
chasing.
and like weather shows and like documentaries, so nothing good. I've been still watching some anime. I found a couple of Crunchyroll. Let's go to Crunchyroll. Let's see what I got. Okay. 25th anniversary of One Piece, huh?
Is it? Damn.
It's coming up, I think. All right, so I started watching To Your Eternity. Again, that's the one with the dog. And the kid. That kid there.
I don't know this one.
The kid with the dog. And the kid dies. It's like a weird creature that turns into things. That one you said you didn't like.
Oh.
Yeah, I started watching that again.
Is it good?
It's depressing.
Yeah, I was like, that show is like mad
Yeah, that's
depressing.
fine. You said I could watch it, so
yeah, I don't want
that's
to watch
fine.
it.
I don't mind. I found this show's kind of cool. Decadence, but it's Deca-Dence. That one's pretty cool. Oh, that was close. I almost spilled that.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh, no.
meow,
It started.
meow, meow,
No.
Meow 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 meow.
Berserk of Gluttony, is that what it is? Berserk?
Yeah.
It's not the Berserk.
So
like,
you're
show.
on your anime era. He always watches anime.
Yeah, I always watch it. Whenever like I'm going to bed, like I'll watch like 1 or 2 episodes of something. It's usually nothing.
And it takes them like 50 anime to find like one that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it'll be like, oh, you should watch this one with me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, it has to be. There's the levels of good. There's good enough for me to watch. There's some that I just watch while like I'm cleaning the office or something, and I just have it on the TV, and occasionally I'll look over. And then there's some that like I really watch and I look forward to every week when it comes out. And then there's some that like I'm like, man, this is epic. I need to tell her about it and just ask if she wants to watch it. I kind of hope she says no, because then I could actually watch it then when the next season comes out. And then yeah, those are like the levels. And then there's the ones that I start watching and I'm just like, this is garbage. Maybe I'll watch this again. And I have a couple of those that I'm just like.
Tony said, have you watched Failure Frame?
I think, yep, I'm on. No, wait.
It says episode 1.
It says episode 1, but let me see if. Yeah,
but
no.
It says like 3 minutes left.
No. The reason that it says episode 1 is because I clicked on it because I didn't realize it was subtitled and no dub.
Oh.
So then I stopped watching it.
Hello, Real
I'm hoping that it comes it becomes dubbed at some point.
I'm gonna be honest with you, we're pretty much just reading Wandering In lately.
Yeah.
I did read the Da Vinci Code randomly. I liked it.
So this show here, I started watching, or maybe I finished.
No longer allowed in another world.
I started watching it, and I decided that I was gonna wait to tell you about it because I don't know if you would like it. It's kind of interesting.
Tell me.
It's about this, and I think it's like a historical author from Japan. I'm not sure if he's actually like a real author, but he like tries to end his life and then he gets teleported to a thing. So it has like some trigger things, right? Because it's like suicide and stuff.
Wasn't that kind of like...
But the whole time, like it was him and his love were going to commit suicide together. And then he disappears into this other world and he was summoned there to save the world or whatever. And he just like hates himself and doesn't want to be there. And he constantly tries to end himself. And that's what the show's about. Mm-hmm. But he's like the chosen one. And no matter what he does, it's at least based on the first episode, it seems like he always ends up succeeding in the thing and like defeating the bad guy by accident.
Well, because he was meant to do it.
I don't know. It's just, and it's just one of those things.
I would watch it.
I thought that you would think it's kind of funny.
Tony said, I think Meek will like A Journey to Another World raising kids while adventuring.
I didn't like that's the one with the 2 kids. I didn't like it. I didn't like the animation.
No Longer Allowed in Another World was better than I expected. He said there's more to it than that, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's the premise of the first episode. That's the main thing.
It sounds pretty good.
Quality Assurance in Another World. Yeah, that one's pretty cool too. It's like a quality control guy, like a tester gets stuck in a game with a bunch of other testers, but he's like very obsessed with like testing everything for bugs, like rubbing his face up against the side of a wall to see if there's any points where he could clip through. Yeah, it's interesting. The animation I don't love, and it deters me from like watching it a little bit because like the animation is good, but I don't like the art style. Animation is like movement and all that stuff, you know.
Tony said so many isekai, man.
I know. I mean, it's the new genre now. It's just everything is that now, which kind of sucks. I liked the season 1 of how not to summon a demon lord or whatever it's called. That was fun. There's another one here. I was reincarnated as the 7th son or something like that, or 7th prince. It doesn't have the whole title, something like that. That one's only on episode 2. That means I didn't like it that much. Death March to the Parallel World. That one's fun-ish. There's so many isekais. Most of them are garbage, though. What was one that was cool? Let me look at these. Yeah, I added that failure frame to... I think because I'm waiting for it to be in English. Decadence is pretty good though. Okay, so
we haven't finished My Hero Academia either.
Wand and Sword is like beautiful animation, but I think the story itself is a little like boring. but it's like a wizard school, and the very very Mashal.
Mashal just got like,
Yeah.
it was so fun when it was like making fun of itself, but then it's still making fun of itself, but it just got a little too serious for me. Like, I don't know.
I do like
That song though is like top notch.
Yeah, season 2. I do like the unwanted undead adventurer.
The story of Wand and Swords is pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah, it's but the animation is like
Animation.
Oh my God, it's beautiful anime. It's like it's top tier. It's great. The Witch and the Beast, very good animation as well, and the story's kind of interesting. I feel like season 2 is going to open up more of like the story. Season 1 was like a very like, oh man, so many questions. How does this world work? You know, it's about witches. And
Tony asked Hell's Paradise ?
Yeah, I watched it. That was again, it was really cool, and I would love to run like a one shot of like something of that idea in the D&D thing. That would be really cool. Like even like the prisoner thing, I think would be a cool idea. And maybe like half of the players could be like the prisoners and half of them could be the guards. Like that'd be pretty dope. And then they get tossed into this thing. Kaiju number 8 was pretty cool. Yeah, a journey through another world raising kids. Yeah, I didn't like it. I watched like the first.
Would I like it?
Probably not.
Even though it sounds kind of girly. No, I'm pretty girly.
It's like a boy that finds 2 kids that are like super strong, and I think he's pretty strong too, if I remember. And they're like, he ends up being kind of like their father basically. He like starts raising them and stuff, but they're like super strong, and they're, you know.
It sounds cute.
Yeah, it sounds cute, but I didn't think it was very cute.
No.
But I don't know. You could watch it if you want.
I would try it.
Maybe it gets better.
Oh my God, Nine's so tired. Your eyes are watery. You're so tired. The elusive samurai ?
Elusive samurai. Look at it. It's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll is like the one subscription that we actually keep.
Yeah.
Well, besides HBO, because we pay yearly for that, but you can't pay Crunchyroll yearly, huh?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Oh, I don't think I've ever. I'm looking at the picture of this, and I'm not feeling it. It looks like there's a bunch of little kids.
Read the thing. Let me see.
I'm not a fan of little kid.
In the year 1333, the Kamakura shogunate government comes crumbling down. A trusted vassal, Ashikaga, betrays the shogunate and organizes a rebellion. Hojo, the rightful heir.
That sounds boring.
I sometimes get manga from Crunchyroll.
Did that sound boring? You probably didn't even listen to what you read.
I wasn't even processing.
Exactly. There is a Triforce though, made of fire. A Fire Force. Oh, that's a good show.
Trust me, it's good. I'm reading the manga.
Fire Force is pretty cool.
You know what I want to finish is Delicious in Dungeon.
Did you know that Fire Force is a prequel to Soul Eater?
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot Soul Eater. That
was like our first anime we watched.
I forgot the whole story.
I don't remember it either, but that was like our first anime.
I remember
we
Pumpkin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Pumpkin. You know what was a pretty cool show that I thought was very unique in its like magic system was Saga of Tanya the Evil. You've heard of it? You've read it. You've seen it.
No, I've seen it.
But... Yeah. It was pretty cool. It the magic system was weird. It was about war in a fictional world. Yeah. I always get fictional and non.
Yeah.
I'm always like fictional, false. That's how I remember. How do you
feel like
remember?
I used to have trouble with it a long time ago, but I've lessened it now. Now I just kind of know. I don't know. But I used to have to think about it like fiction is fake. I think that's
Fiction
what I used to
false.
say.
Yeah,
Like fiction is
false.
fake.
That's how. You know what I don't like?
Sanya manga's still ongoing.
I don't like Dr. Stone. We watched some of those episodes.
I did?
Yeah, we watched them together.
I don't remember it.
And I just didn't like it. I thought it was.
I'm sore.
I thought it was kind of dumb. Goblin Slayer was pretty cool.
Goblin Slayer.
Why? Why'd you do that?
I don't know. It just sounded like it needed to be said in a Japanese accent. And Dr. Stone doesn't like you.
Yeah, so what I don't like about Dr. Stone is that they went really ham on the whole like shonen thing. Like you meet the main character and then you meet this, they're all supposed to be like teenagers, by the way. Some of them are like adults, like they look like adults, right? They're like drawn like adults, which is a very common thing that they do in anime.
I don't even remember what it looks like.
They've gotten better and better. But it very quickly becomes that like, look at all these different characters that we have.
I don't think I saw this. I think you told me about it.
We watched it. And remember, like, they were all turned to stone, and then something dripped from the cave.
No, don't remember
like,
this.
everybody in the world was turned to stone, and then there was, like, some thing that made them untransformed from stone, and then he was able to, like, get more and then start freeing people. And then he kind of, like, starts his own little, like, clan of his friends. It's just, like, it's very... the coolest thing about it is, like, the science, right? That they try to, like, explain the science, and he's super smart. His shirt says E = MC, just freaking corny. But it is very much like, it seems like it's written for teenagers, you know what I mean? Which a lot of anime are. It's like a shonen anime, you know, like it seems to be trying to cater to...
What's that? His hair reminds me of that onion.
Radishes?
No, it reminds me of like the leeks. I mean,
Leeks,
not leeks.
yeah.
What is it?
I think it's a leek. Isn't that what...
What's the other one?
Isn't that what What's-His-Face has?
Yeah.
Celery?
Yeah. No, leek. The Pokemon you're thinking?
Yeah,
Farfetch?
Farfetch, yeah.
No, what's the one we have, though, that we've eaten that's like a long onion? It's like a long green
onion?
Yeah. No, a long, like...
Green onion?
It's not called green onion.
Isn't it?
Doesn't One Piece introduce a bunch of characters? It does.
It does, but it doesn't do it that fast, right? You start off...
Scallion.
You start off, and you have Luffy, and he meets up with, what was it? Cody, right? Kobe. You meet up with Kobe. And then they both rescue Zoro.
One Piece does have a ton of characters.
And then Kobe leaves, right? And then now it's Zoro and Luffy. So like this is the first couple episodes, and you're starting to build a crew. And then you have this crew of 3 for a while, and then you add one more after that. But you don't have that, like, it had this weird vibe where like, oh, now there's this like Super Saiyan middle schooler that's so tough he's gonna break rocks, you know what I mean? But it's supposed to be science based. It's supposed to be realistic at the same time as like this ultra jacked. I'll show you some of the characters in the show. It's like
Tony said, so pretty much the old man can't keep up with a bunch of characters.
Oh, okay, I see. No, not that. It's
science versus strength.
That's how you see it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But the strength would never beat science. Like, that's part of the thing, right? The strength would never beat science. Like, I don't care how strong you are.
Mashal.
That's magic, though. Like,
no, he's not magic. That's the whole point.
He kind of
He's
is.
so awesome and strong that he beats magic.
But you got to realize that he kind of is magic.
Bitch, come on.
What he does is not...
I just proved you wrong.
What he does is not realistic.
What he does is not magic.
What he does is not
he beats magic.
What he does is not realistic, though.
Shut up.
And I would guarantee you that One Piece has 1,000 times more characters in the show, but it's the way that the characters are like represented and stuff is different. He's
laughing for some reason.
Because of what you were doing. But yeah, that's the thing. That is a world of magic, and Mashal makes sense in it, right? This is
Yeah,
supposed
of course, in our world, Mashal doesn't make sense.
just listen to what I'm saying. Dr. Stone is supposed to be a world of science. That's his whole thing.
I thought we were talking about One Piece.
No, we're talking about this show. I was complaining about this show and why I didn't like it.
But he said, doesn't One Piece introduce a bunch of characters? And we were talking about how One Piece has a ton of characters.
No, we weren't. He was talking about that. He was trying to prove me wrong. Oh. And I was explaining it to him why it's different. Why it's not the same. It. And then that's why he said...
What is wrong with her shoe?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a heel type thing. Like those Japanese style, like sandal things. How do I get rid of this? Yeah, they have those like pointy shoe things at the bottom of or foot things. Yeah, so
wait, Xander.
As soon as they added in,
thank you.
Thanks, dude. As soon as they added in, the first bad guy, the big bad guy, I was just like, oh, this is gonna be so corny. And then like I don't know, I just didn't get the vibe, but it just didn't vibe with me. I mean, not all animes do, you know, like some animes people like and I don't. It doesn't have to be for you. Didn't like it. You didn't like it at all.
This I don't even remember it.
I think you watched 3 episodes.
Legitimately, I'm like.
You like didn't like it at all.
I like am trying very hard to remember this. And
we watched it because then I was just like, I don't really want to watch it either. Because you were like, oh, you can watch it by yourself.
Tony said to each their own. Is that dude naked?
Yes, because they got turned to stone and the clothing and stuff.
Now I can't buy my Red Bull tomorrow. You didn't have to give it to us.
Yo, your Red Bull's only $2 or two
New Zealand
nizzes.
I mean, I don't like Red Bull either, but I wouldn't want you to not be able to get something you want.
I used to like Red Bull. See, this is the bad guy here. This is like the... Oh, I also thought it was weird that they all have those weird lines on their face. Are they supposed to be scars from the stone thing or something? But look at it.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like 15 or something.
He just punched that guy.
He just punched a rock in half. How strong can you have to be to punch a rock in half? Like a solid rock.
You could do it.
No.
It was like thin at the neck, so you're just like... Fing.
It wasn't thin. It was neck size.
Lines are from the stone. Oh.
How does that make sense? Wouldn't they be scars? They're not made of stone anymore. I mean, that's a stupid nitpick, though. That's like the thing, I was watching an anime where everybody had like two-tone hair.
Oh,
what was it?
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Demon Slayer, another show that I don't love, and I get the hype. I get it appeals. I don't like the art though. Like I hate when they switch over to CG for like combat stuff. It pulls me out instantly. I'm like, oh, this looks different. I don't like it, and I hate when anime does that just in general.
I think One Piece, Demon Slayer is good. It's not excellent. Like I feel like it's a little overhyped.
I just think it's very bland and like simple. It's a very simple show, you know, like. But I
Chainsaw Man though, that was like very simple in the beginning, but I ended up really liking it.
Yeah.
I want it to come back, and that song is dope, Magoat.
I got bored with Demon Slayer as soon as again. It's when they add a bunch of like everybody's slightly different. Actually, they're very different. This girl has butterflies. This guy's fire.
Dude, this is the epitome of freaking Deku. What is that show?
Yes, but that's the theme for that.
My Hero
These
Academia.
guys are supposed to be all swordsmen, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like they're all like master martial artists. Like they all have that's the theme is martial arts, right? Or sword, some sort of sword thing, because they all have swords. They all have their unique swords. I don't know. Certain things just like...
Wait, I haven't read the manga of Chainsaw Man.
But sometimes shows, at first I'll be like, I'm not feeling that. And then I'll like go back like years later and give it another chance. And I'm like, now I'm feeling it. Now I'm down. Like Chainsaw Man, we started watching it and then we stopped for some reason. Oh, because you got bored. And then randomly you were like, oh, we should watch Chainsaw Man. And I was like, okay, let's watch it. I don't remember where we are or what was happening.
It was good though.
Yes.
Tony said I haven't been watching a lot of mainstream anime. Xander said only did it because I never done a super chat before and was curious.
Nice.
Nice. Is that the like least amount that they'll let you do?
Yeah, it's probably like $1.
What you were gonna say something about Chainsaw Man?
I like it. It's a good show. The animation's beautiful. But that show, I think occasionally does have like CG stuff in it. At least the intro does, and I hate it.
That doesn't bother me.
I hate CG. I hate CG anime. I hated the fact that Dragon Ball Superhero, which is the dumbest name, and the reason that it was that is because Akira Toriyama forgot that the name of the show was Super. So then, at least that's what he said, that he forgot that it was Super. So then he named it Superhero.
What show?
Do you remember anything I was just talking about for like the last 2 minutes?
Maybe. No.
Okay, go ahead. Maybe not. That's better.
$1.25. Tony. Oh, don't watch Failure Frame with bad cheese shots.
Oof.
Cinematic? No.
CG. Maybe.
When I win the lotto tonight, I'll send a whopping $250 next time. I hope you win the lotto for your sake.
Yeah, so like the Dragon Ball Super movie that we watched, the one with Gohan. Mm-hmm. I hated that it was CG. I think that
the whole thing was CG.
The whole thing was CG. Yeah, and it like when you paused it, it looked like anime, but they had those like very swoopy camera angles that you get in video games, and it felt like I was watching a video game cutscene. You know what I mean? But maybe that's on me. But I loved Brawly. Dragon Ball Super Brawly was so like the best Dragon Ball animation of all time. It was by far amazing. Like it was so good. Like, and this is like peak too.
Full Metal,
like animation, like that show is so old and the animation was so good.
What's the current story in Dragon Ball? Is it still going?
Yes, it's still going. The show is not caught up to the manga at all. There's like 2 arcs that the manga is past. There's rumors that Super is gonna pick up again.
He's the one that died, right? Akira Toriyama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
ever since I said the super chat, I'm only seeing my own messages. Really?
Weird.
That is really weird. Maybe you have to leave and come back.
Oh, look, I can like it. That's cool. This is let's celebrate your first super chat on the live stream, but like we've gotten them before.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have.
Weird.
Remember that time that person gave us like $300?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh no, I read that. You're first. Yeah, but it says on the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, their first super chat on a live stream. So I see.
Their first super
Not
chat.
Ours.
I thought it said your first. I just didn't read it. And then
we are not close to finishing Wandering In. In fact, I think they're coming out with a new one very soon. We're on book, 6?
Yeah.
Book 7. Book 7.
Reigns of Lescore.
Book 7, and I think they're coming out with 14 soon. So we have lots of beautiful content.
Yeah,
they're all super long.
I'm in no rush. Like, I just, whenever I'm doing the lawn...
I'm halfway through this book, I think. No, maybe not.
I still have something outside.
14 hours left in this book.
That's when I listen to it.
Wait, let me turn it on for a second.
Why?
Because I want to see it. I'm less than halfway through.
Oh, you watched the first episode of Rings of Power?
Oh, and although I enjoyed the first season, this one feels better.
Oh, okay.
We never finished season 1. In fact, I asked him if I could watch it by myself.
I said no.
He said no. I think he said that just to
No, it's because I don't hate it.
Get back at me.
I don't hate it. Ow. And I will watch it with you. I don't remember. Actually, there wasn't a lot going on. They skip, or they jump around between all the characters, but I feel that's a you thing. You do that. I feel like nothing happens. Very little happens at a time, and it feels like, which isn't bad, but it feels like early on Game of Thrones, where like it took them an entire season to travel 30 feet. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get that feeling from this.
Okay, tell me what happened. Anything you
The
remember.
elven chick was going after Sauron.
Was she? Is that what was happening? Are you sure?
Gandalf or whoever fell from the sky.
You think it's him? Yeah, I think it's him too.
Into
Ganondorf.
the hobbits.
Yeah, the pre-hobbits.
And there's something going on with that other, like the queen lady.
Uh-huh.
And like,
what about
Galadriel or whatever was there.
What about the was there? Isn't she the main girl?
Yeah.
The main elf girl?
She was there, wasn't she? And she was like helping her get home. The ring designs could be better in my opinion.
It just sucks because it's like not canon. It's fan fiction.
That does suck. It makes
like,
it less
that's why I don't care about stuff like that, because it's just like it's fan fiction, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of like movies and stuff, or like animes even, sometimes they're just side stories that don't actually matter to the main plot. So it's like they kind of become not canon, and you don't actually know if they're canon because, and they're usually not. I think there's one One Piece show or movie that has a character that shows up in Marineford season in the background fighting. One of the Marines fighting is one of the Marines from one of the movies, therefore making that movie possibly canon.
Get out of here.
But it's like one of those things, it's like, but is it though? Like, why are you telling me to get out of here? What did I do to you?
That guy pooped blood.
Dude, stop talking about the blood poop.
Look at Scar. That's your boyfriend.
I never really liked Scar.
That's very ironic.
Why?
Because you have his tattoo.
It just looks cool, dude. I just thought he was kind of
a
like
lot of the Naruto movies aren't canon.
I don't think any of them are they? None of the Dragon Ball movies are canon except for Broly. And basically, okay, so all of the ones that came out after, like in the recent era, right? The Super era, are all technically canon because Battle of Gods came out before Super came out, and then Super came out and they retold Battle of Gods, and then which Battle of Gods was great, and then Resurrection F came out, and actually I think that came out before Super, so then they retold both of those movies, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and then Super ended, I think, and then they came out with Brawly, and then they came out with Superhero. I think it would have been really cool if in Superhero, those androids 1 and 2 fused into 3.
Have I ever seen that?
We went to the movies.
Oh.
Saw it in theaters. The one with Gohan and Orange Piccolo.
Tony said you lost me.
Okay, so movie came out. They retold it in the actual show. The 2 first movies for Super. They basically retold those same stories, which I didn't like the retelling of it because they added a bunch of bullshit that like was just boring. The movies were like concise, good, tight stories that they could have just taken from there. Like they could have just continued the story after the 2 movies. Do you know what I mean? So like they didn't need to do that. It just like it was just fluff to add more episodes and stuff, which kind of sucks. And then they have this new Dragon Ball coming out called Daima, I think. Dragon Ball Daima. I think it's just Dragon Ball Daima.
That's good, Xander.
And that's the one that everybody gets turned into kids.
Chibi.
Which is, it's sad because that was like the thing that Akira Toriyama was super excited about, and he was like putting all his time into.
That
and stuff.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, how could they possibly make more Dragon Ball now?
Oh, because the show is. I mean, they have the rights to the
But
show.
I
They
mean,
could
would
do
you
it.
ever consider it truly canon?
Yes,
Even
because
though,
it's coming from like okay, so it's like Wheel of Time, right? Do you consider the last books canon?
yeah,
Okay, but
I
who
guess
wrote them?
Sanderson.
Yeah, so same concept, right? Yeah, I mean, the guys that are handling it now have been doing it for years. They've been like, I mean, Akira Toriyama hasn't done every single story and had, you know what I mean? Like he's had help from everybody else, his team and stuff. It's kind of become like more than him.
Probably has the notes.
It's become more than him though. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he probably did. You know, he probably hopefully knew he was on his way out. Kind of left.
What did he die of?
I don't know. Look it up.
Play with me. It was there, the first thing, cause of death. Well, that was not. It has a very fast death.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Basically, a brain bleed. Acute subdural hematoma.
He was only 68.
I wonder how the hell did he get that?
Maybe it's all the years of doing this and just drawing the whole time.
I wonder if he had an end in mind.
Artists. I mean, the thing is with Dragon Ball, like it can go
Click on that.
Especially now that they've made like Gohan into a beast again. They like revived Gohan basically.
Go down.
Yeah, so they've like revived Gohan, you know, the Goku's son.
Go down.
Oh my god.
This is just talking about
the history of.
I just wanted to know, like,
that's how every article is. Every article you put in something, it tells you the entire history of the thing. It's a video. We're not watching it.
Mangaka's health is not talked about enough.
Yeah. It's a lot of not just manga though, but like the animation studios are rough too.
Did you see the Sonic 3 trailer?
No, I haven't watched Sonic 2. I asked her, I think yesterday, because I watched somebody talking about it, and I asked her if she wanted to watch the first two with me. I watched the first one. It's fun. It's exactly what it needs to be. I feel like it's just one of those movies that it's a Sonic movie. It's fun. They have humans in it, which is always a bummer. I would love to see a Sonic movie. Like I would love kind of what they did with actually it doesn't make that much sense, but
is ending soon? What is that? Jujutsu Kaisen?
I guess. But is it on the manga because like the anime is not caught up, right? Or is it?
I reckon once the creator is dead, nothing further is canon as they have no control. I mean, I kind of feel the same. Like I feel like I don't know if I would consider Wheel of Time like canon from Brandon Sanderson. I just feel like it would be different, and he probably just made it better.
Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
Sorry, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't know
about how
Sonic?
You don't think it's
is it about Sonic
caught up to the manga?
I don't know. I haven't read the manga. I like the anime is good, but I feel like it misses a lot. Even
when the creator leaves notes. I guess like if they leave notes where the whole thing is planned out and like it's very descriptive, but there's no way we would know that.
The thing is though, Dragon Ball has ended already. So to me, anything added on is just frosting on top of my cake. Okay? The topping, it's just extra sprinkles. And the manga's still going now. Like it's still.
You were saying why you don't want humans in Sonic.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I don't like humans in like Transformers, right? Like that new movie that's coming out seems kind of cool, but it's just like Cybertron, right? Like Sonic. I would love to see like a Sonic adventure in Sonic's world. not like in the human world. I get it's cheaper. You can have big actors in there. I get it. But I feel like that's one of the downsides of like the Transformers movies, especially. But also that movie, I think it would have been really cool to see.
But why
more.
don't you like them?
Just because it's like it's not Sonic and his human friends. It's not Transformers and Sam Witwicky or whatever the hell his name was. Shia LaBeouf, you know?
Aren't humans in the Sonic games and shows too?
If you remember, like the games, not so much, but
Just
some of the shows, yeah.
Dr. Robotnik.
Some of the shows, yeah. But if you remember, like the old Sonic games, there was all like his friends. And if you remember the comics, like I had some of the comics growing up, and they were like so cool, and I loved the art and stuff. It was so. I'll always remember this. This is a memory in my head that I have fond memories of. I don't know. Sonic is falling off an edge, like off of like a waterfall thing, and he's just trying to run, but he can't run if there's nothing to run on. So he like takes off his shoe, dumps out like sand that was like caught in his shoe, throws it, and then runs on the sand.
Get out of here.
How dope is that? Like I just got goosebumps from that.
Oh my god.
So good, dude. Like I was just like, this is awesome. But yeah, like a lot of the comics in the old cartoon, they weren't like in the human world, you know, like on Earth. They were like on, and if there were humans, it wasn't Earth still. It was like a different plane of existence, which was pretty cool. But that's what's cool about this show is that, or these movie series is that world exists. So like that can still, like we can still get more of that. And that's like the interesting thing, because like when you put Sonic in the real world, sure, you get that like fish out of water, that like weirdness, that fun thing, but that grows old to me fast. Like Thor being on Earth was fun in the first movie, but if they keep doing that with Thor, it's like, boring. Okay, I saw this already, you know?
I would think an animated movie would be much cheaper.
It depends. If they're doing that like nice CG that they've been doing with the Sonic thing, then I mean it is expensive. CG is very expensive. It's not like just hit a button and you got CG.
Yeah, everyone should get different ads. I think like because he's watching it, I guess, on a laptop and a phone, and he got ads on one and not the other.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
everyone gets them at the same time.
Does ads.
And even when it lets us know ahead of time, it says some people are going to get ads right now.
Yeah.
Or haven't had ads on the phone in a while on this account.
Yeah, I guess it's random.
All right, time to go.
Oh, boy.
Can you take your daughter outside?
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was fun.
Thanks for sticking it out.
It's nice when people have like anime to talk about and stuff. So thanks, Tony and Xander. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Where's my thing?
Bye.
Outro.